Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I like to always say, I hope you had a good holiday, but we all know that the holidays are not the same this year. We all know what could possibly be coming down the pipeline, right? I mean, my last video and the video before that must have pissed off any MAGAs that may have been following me, all 10 of them. However, I got some really negative exit emails and comments, which, when you're in this business and when you're doing this, you just gotta let it roll off your back. You know what I mean? They're there, they're gonna say it, and I just know my truth inside, who I am, what I do. But, you know, it's the ones like, put your makeup back on. Stop straightening your hair. Like, dang. Well, it's normal for conservatives to keep you in a certain space for their comfort, right? If you don't look a certain way, you don't act a certain way, you don't say a certain things, man, they get really uncomfortable. And so instead of them dealing with their comfort, they go after you. And that is what emotional intelligence is all about. So, peace to all. Anyhow, yeah. Okay, the reason why I came on here is because somebody had brought this to my attention, and I'm pretty sure it was through somebody on TikTok that was talking about this, which makes a lot of sense. And you guys may have already heard it, but the speakership. Now, are we going to have a whole lot of drama with the speakership? I'm pretty sure we are, right? Now, what happens if they can't do anything in the House of Representatives without appointing or electing a speaker? They can't swear the new members in. They can't pass any bills. They can't do nothing. Nothing. I know I'm preaching to the choir. Everybody knows that. But what if they just can't do it? When they ousted McCarthy, it took them 3 weeks to find a speaker. What if it takes them that long this time? Because I don't know. Mike Johnson has ticked off a whole bunch of people, but I don't know of anybody else in the Republican caucus that would get enough votes to become speaker. I just don't know. I really don't. If they delay that, then the inauguration is delayed as well. So they can't do nothing, nothing without electing a speaker. They can't just hang that out into the ethers. So I'm going to read on that, and I'm going to do a remote view on that and see what I come up with. If you're seeing this, you saw what I came up with. So, mm. All right, I'm just gonna go in. I'm not going to like who are they gonna elect or anything like that. I am just gonna look at the chaos of the energy on the GOP side about electing or not electing a speaker. Now, I did have a thought a couple of days ago that kind of come through my thought that a couple of Republicans are going to deflect and put Hakeem Jeffries in. Now we all know that's probably never going to happen. They can't give up power like that. But it was like a fleeting thought and an enjoyable thing for me to ruminate about. It's like, ooh, that would be cool, wouldn't it? That would be nice. What if some of them did get pissed off enough and like, hey, you guys, because the margins when they do a speaker, they have, I think it's 115 and 117 GOP, 117, and Democrats are 115. They have two people marching. I don't know. So, all right, let me take a deep breath. Let me look at the energy. There's some pictures already coming through of a chariot, so I don't know what that's about. So here. Ooh. Okay, the chariot. It is a chariot, but there's nobody in there. It's horses with a chariot empty. And it's going round and round in like a circus arena. There's some symbolic there with a spotlight on it. So the horses are running around and running around, and the spotlight is following them in this little circus arena. Okay, that's doesn't take a genius to figure out that picture. I'm just watching it again, and not much is happening. I mean, the dust is kicking up, so it does look like it's going to take a while before they feel that position, and they're chasing it. All right, it's taking me into Mike Johnson, so I'm just going to follow into Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson is popping pills. All right. Or a prescription or some sort. I mean, he has this pill bottle and he's doing like this and putting things out like this. And then he's putting that one away and he's getting another one out and he's doing like this. Like, so he's popping pills. He's not doing very well. His anxiety is pretty bad. If I look dead straight at him, he's vibrating. Lots of things can mean that. Anxiety, his energy is scattered. He feels the tension, he feels the pressure, and he's cracking under pressure, is what I just heard. He's cracking under the pressure. They just showed me that on his ankle he holds a little pistol. I don't know why they showed me that. But that was the picture they just showed me that he has a pistol strapped to his ankle. Maybe he feels in fear. Maybe that pistol or that gun is representing defending himself. Or he's getting prepared to, that he has a hidden defense. Okay, that's interesting. That's really interesting. The chamber of the House Representatives on the GOP side is filling up with concrete. The Democrat side, it's cut off. Nobody's getting anything over there. But the GOP side is filling up with concrete. I wonder what that means. They're stuck. Nobody's moving. Even though they know the consequences, nobody's moving. Nobody's changing. They have a couple of statues at the front of it, and I'm trying to figure out who the statues are. You know that guy from Texas? I think one of them's he's one of them. I don't know if maybe he's a nominee or something like that. But it looks like maybe he's outside of where everybody is, the concrete's filling up, but he's also like a statue of concrete. But he's outside of the barrier. There's another one there and I don't know who it is. I don't recognize him. That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so let's kind of move away from that. I'm looking over at the Democratic side to see what they're doing. And they're like mortified. It's almost like somebody scared them and they are all going like that. Every single one of them are pulled over. So something shocks them. Like, I can't believe this is happening. Maybe it's who they elect or who it might be. They're all like creeped out. Ah, okay. It's interesting. And maybe that's the reason why I see the the inauguration where uh Vice President Trump goes in and out, fades in and out, fades in and out. It's like it's so maybe it's on time, maybe it's not on time, maybe it is on time, maybe it isn't on time. It fades in and out. Maybe that's the reason why I saw that a while ago. I just saw a picture of this is really weird. And I'm gonna end with this because I don't know what this is either. You know, like in those old movies, like in the Game of Thrones, I guess. And they have to walk across this long bridge and it's just nothing but sheer cliff on either side of the bridge. And they're walking. And where the inauguration is literally like there's a stone castle behind it and sheer cliffs on either side. It's foggy, it's dark, it has a green tint to the fog all around it. But the weirdest part about that is there's not a whole lot of people there. It's like a handful of people. I don't know where all the people are at, but there's not a whole lot of people around him or sitting around him. Of course, it's the person who's swearing him in with the black robe, but there's nobody around him. Like in a, it's like this deep, dark dungeon hole. I don't know what this is, but this is what I'm seeing. All right, I'm coming out. That's the scene. Maybe somebody who is watching, and usually about an hour or so or later, I usually go, oh, that's what that means. Because then I ask the spirit, the energy of the truth is what I call the truth of the energy of the truth, um, to reveal itself to me as to what pictures mean to me sometimes. But I'm gonna throw a few cards on that. It was weird. As you can tell while I'm shuffling, a lot of my music has changed in my videos. It's because YouTube is messing with me about my music. They copyright everything that I do. Music that I've been using for quite some time. I use the app Power Director to do my editing, and I subscribe to it, so that means anything and all the music that's on there I can also use. But somehow, some way, at some point in time, YouTube says, "Now, I've won every single one of my copyrights," but it's driving me crazy. So that's the reason why the change up of the music. Trying to find something YouTube will shut up about. Plain and simple. All right, back to the cards. Weird stuff is happening. I don't feel easy. I don't feel very easy. My emotion is pretty restrictive. Christmas was blah, nothing, flatlined, flatlined. My grandson, I hope, we got him few presents and things that he wanted. But you can even tell with him, he wasn't overly excited about anything. So it's even manifesting through the children, unfortunately. You can try to protect all the children you can, but all right, let's see what roll down my sleeves, get to it. Crystal power. Invest in your energy, in your crystals. Hold on to the vibration. So hold is telling us to keep on holding intention. Hold on to our vibrations. Temptation. There's one thing, as soon as that popped out, there's one thing about the GOP is the temptation of money is always at their fingertips, right? Just take, for instance, President Elon Musk. He he's insatiable. He cannot make enough money. So he's always after that bill. And temptation, there will be tests in the heart and truly invested. So it's like the temptation, we're gonna watch the GOP just chase all of their temptations. Healing elixir. Now that's interesting. You will find a cure to the problem at hand. Now, this could be pretty much anything. I mean, Biden's doing a lot behind the scenes. Remember, I was joking about maybe they, put Hakeem Jeffries in. I don't know, that's not going to happen. Okay, don't come after me. However, healing elixir, something they find a healing, maybe they find a speaker, maybe they find the less of the two evils speaker. I don't know, the healing elixir. Ooh, I've been getting this card a lot. Honor the goddess. This is time for fertility, nurture, and yourself and others. Those are not too bad, other than the temptation, the healing. I mean, think about it. Even if they put MTG in a speaker, that's going to be a disaster. She doesn't know what she's doing. Seriously, she's truly and honestly not educated enough to hold a position like that. I'm going to get out my situationals and give me some clarifiers. Sometimes my cards, when I pull them, they just give me more confusion and more questions to ask. Everybody's been there. So holding the intentions is emotions, holding the waves of our emotions, hold our emotions. Oh, well, that's a good information. Hang on to your emotions, control your emotions, hold in there, don't go over the top, present the moment. So temptation gets present the moment, the present moment. Their temptation, there's something in there that they really get tempted with. Huh. I can see like Vice President or the First Lady Trump talking to them saying, well, I'll give you this if you vote this way. Temptation. Oh, they're going to be bribing people to vote a certain way. The healing elixir, recalling, reclaiming, returning. Maybe Mike Johnson is going to be returned. Alimony and government, financial support. That's what it is a whole bunch of them are going to start getting bribes to vote a certain way. Very interesting. Come on, baby. Very interesting. All right. I hope you've enjoyed this. Say hi, Panda. Panda, hi. Yes, it's my panda bear. My panda bear. She was disturbed last night. you could hear her under the breath. And I didn't see anything. I got up in the house and looked around and stuff. The only thing that was weird is there was a car kind of catty corner from my house that was sitting in front of a house at 3 o'clock in the morning, at 3:33 actually. Um, I opened up the door, looked out, closed it, and then a few minutes later they drove off. But thank you. You're a good dog for always alerting your mommy for weird stuff. Yes, always. All right. Bye, everyone.